So I love this festival. I love coming back here every year. I love celebrating fantastic video ads, fantastic creativity, storytelling, and that's the beauty of this festival. I think the irony is that when it comes to online and digital, we take these wonderful video ads and then we place them in the wrong places on the screen. We put them in feeds, we put them on corners of screen, and ultimately we don't allow that creativity to shine on the digital platforms. So that for me is the biggest challenge around kind of how digital displays this wonderful video creativity.
It's interesting though, I wonder if the way that people consume content on mobile, with it sometimes being a second screen, is there an opportunity to be even more creative?
Well, that's our hope. Obviously, I've got a vested interest in that. I work for an in-app mobile company, Digital Turbine. And for me, that's the exciting thing, is that we in-app maybe came to the party a little bit later than traditional digital or social. And we've created formats that kind of mimic TV in a way. They stop the content, whether that's the game that you're playing or the content that you're consuming. We play the video, and then we go back to the content, just like TV, on the full screen, with the audio on, with all the sort of metrics that you would expect from a video ad. And for me, that's the big opportunity. So
there's so much talk about the loss of cookies and the ability to target on a one-on-one basis. Is there a possibility that that can actually have a positive impact on creativity?
I hope so. I hope so, because I feel like as an industry we got lost down a rabbit hole of targeting. So many meetings you go to, the focus will be on how you can do this magical one-to-one targeting or magical location targeting, and then not really enough emphasis was placed on the ad itself. And was the ad going to deliver the kind of metrics that you want? Is it on screen? Does it have audio? Does it complete? And the stats that come out in the marketplace kind of bears out on that, and the fact that I see maybe only, I think the average video ad on digital in the UK, and it's very similar in the US, gets about 2 seconds of audio. That's not a lot to tell a story that we're here to represent. I think about 10% of the screen gets displayed, or 10% of the ad is displayed on the screen, and I think only about 15% of all video ads actually complete. So on the basis of all those stats, it kind of looks like we went down the wrong way in terms of how creativity is displayed in digital. So I hope that now we don't have that targeting and we don't have that one-to-one targeting, we maybe go back to delivering the ads as they should be delivered.
You know, there's something very intimate about the mobile device, and so there is a personal aspect to it. Are there any examples of kind of really creative campaigns that come to mind that take that intimacy into connection?
Yeah, we do a lot in the entertainment sector, and those are made for kind of our format, in that we're able to show the ad right to the end, full screen with the audio. But what we've started to see is that brands and agencies are getting a lot more creative in the way they add interactivity around that video. So once you've seen the preview of the show or the film, you then start to be able to interact with the characters in kind of a rich media unit that sits over the video. For me, that's the exciting thing about mobile versus maybe traditional TV or cinema, in that we can take that experience that you get from that video ad and then add that interactivity on top.
So there's long been the gap between the amount of time spent with mobile phones and the sort of ad revenue that mobile ad companies can generate. And that gap hasn't closed. What do you think is still kind of causing that disconnect?
Yeah, it's our battle. That's my job, is to try and persuade agencies and brands to spend more in the mobile gaming or in-app channel. Isn't it? I think it's changing now. The stats are quite clear. You know, there's maybe large chunks of audiences that spend more time now in mobile games as a category than they do in any individual social network or even YouTube. So we see in the 16 to 35 category, as a channel, mobile gaming beats any social network or YouTube within that, in terms of reach within that category. So it's just really about our industry, players like Digital Turbine, working with agencies and brands to kind of educate them on the audience. There's lots of conceptions or preconceptions about what a mobile gamer is and who they are, and it's usually a 17-year-old kid. And the reality is it's kind of ubiquitous, and it comes down to categories of mobile gaming, and how you use that to target individual audiences.
So if there's one thing you would want people to take away from this camp around mobile and advertising and creativity, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think the main thing that you would want to take out of this would be that mobile offers this great opportunity to return to basics, return to why we all come here in the first place, which is to sit and watch wonderful adverts to the end with the sound on, to tell the story, which resonates with brands, resonates with consumers, and gets that positive sentiment across.